Use this first point to make yourself smart beyond your age. And you do this by condensing, which is learning more in less time. Look how natural it is for James to consider things from multiple perspectives and approaches.
Because where you are in the space also is information for the audience. But if I'm if I'm way over there, of course this is so reductively simple, but if I'm way over there then I don't feel like that.
This is because he understands that one of the best ways to speed up his own knowledge is to gather other people's experiences. That's why when you listen, even if it's people you disagree with, don't judge and try to understand. Even if you found what's most of being said kind of useless, but if you got one piece of advice that can save you 5 years of time, is that not worth it?
So the first time I read the script, I'm already pinpointing moments, what I want to do here, how I want to undercut something there, how I want to shock the audience somewhere, but then I want to make them laugh, all that kind of stuff. Doesn't always.
Most people are usually listening just to respond, and honestly, me too sometimes. So make that adjustment. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit that like button. The next tip is to keep the end in mind. Being smart is being able to consider not just how you're feeling right now, but if the end is actually going to be worth it. Listen to how far he has considered.
Who are winning us over or not winning us over, be it for independence or for be it the continuance of unification. May not be there in 5 years, may not be there in 10 years, the policy.
This really shows that you're sharp, experienced, and has outside of the box thinking. This is also very effective if you want to address misunderstandings before they even happen, kind of like this.
We're big fans of David Mitchell in our house.
Oh,
so I caught him just there and said, do you mind if I do it? Because if I do it and you're really offended, I'll never forgive myself.
Yeah.
And if you are someone that wants to learn to be a little witty in your conversations, I have a different video on that. But you also have to come up with like a degree of I will offend people, but only for the right reasons. Because part of wisdom and maturity is the willingness to offend someone when the truth actually helps. Listen to his experiences.
For the right reasons, but you just don't want to offend anybody for the wrong reasons. So you can get to the point where you're so sensitive and you're so just treading so lightly that you actually patronize.
Your intelligence has to match your emotional intelligence, or people will feel like something's really off, even though you know a lot. The last tip is being able to address someone else's perception of you. Listen to how James talks about his own career.
And I am also part of a profession that are trained to lie and to in a way tell a story, win an audience over, win an argument.
You can tell he's being more genuine and insightful, despite if you agree or not. The key here is to be truthful about the strengths and weaknesses about what you're talking about, and be open. But also look at his natural tendency to anticipate how people will receive what he's saying.
React to a moment the way that you wanted them to react, and you're like, yes, I feel great. And then the next moment, it's like a tiny little bit of the film that just went for nothing, and the audience don't really get it, and you're like...
People can feel the intelligence if you can address something before they even say it. Let me know which one of the points you like down in the comments, and I will see you in my next video.